Good day everyone! My colleagues and I are now here to present to you our project proposal entitled The Implementation of Biometric Fingerprint Scanner in Attendance Monitoring System. This has been James Carlo V. Cruz, the project manager. To start with, allow me to give you a brief introduction about the project. In any company, it is very important to monitor the employees' attendance for accurate payroll and discipline. In older days, companies are just using punch card to record the employees' attendance. In punch card machine, employees can easily do the proxy attendance for others. Especially in the companies where there is more overtime involved, it is very critical to record the employees' in and out time accurately. Also, at the end of the month, the payroll officer needs to calculate the daily overtime day by day for all the employees. It is very time-consuming and a lot of manual errors may happen. Biometric fingerprint time recorder will be a big help to make the record of attendance more accurate and responsible for identifying of individuals' identity in terms of time in and time out of attendance that will serve as a proof that the employee enters in the work. It is very efficient to have a fingerprint time recorders to track the employee's attendance instead of having manual punch card. The biggest advantage of using the fingerprint system is the employees can't do the body punching, or should I say making the proxy attendance for other employees. A biometric marker cannot be forged or faked in some way. It is a biometric scanners work by producing electrical currents when they scan a user's fingerprint. Scanners contain an analog to digital converter, enabling it to digitize the image and store the digital information in memory so that it can verify the user next time he or she needs to authenticate their identity.
Systems Analyst. Now I'm going to discuss about the features of Biometric Fingerprint Scanner. It is a compact and efficient standalone device for fingerprint-based time and management in offices, corporate setups, or even in school. Ease in installation and flexibility of report generation make the system ideal office automation tool management. It also helps management reduce administrative costs, improvement their allocation time strategies. The advanced fingerprint recognition systems enables quick and accurate identity matching. This system may be integrated with existing payroll processing software. Also, this system may track labor distribution, building security, and personnel scheduling. This system usually are able to give reports overtime, docking, or non-employees schedule. These are some of the features that can be benefited by the system. Simple and durable device with a robust inbuilt of optical scanner. Records up to 50,000 transaction records. User capacity 1,500 identities. Free SDK available for software customization. Supports multiple inputs installed for one company. It can detect identity of an employee and the specific time that he/she logs in or out. It contains an analog to digital converter, enabling it to digitalize the image and store the digital information in memory so that it can verify the next time the user needs to authenticate their identity.
Generates to now database administrator. Fingerprint scanner. The identity of a specific employer or user can be registered to the attendance monitoring system, which which will calculate the useful information like lateness, overtime, and allowance. Usually, the attendance monitoring system will have the option to create multiple shift patterns like morning shift, afternoon shift, and night shift. Good software will come nicely designed useful reports like daily attendance report, individual attendance report, consolidate report, which consolidates the latecomers, early leavers, absent, and miss out punching. Lateness summary report and working hour summary report. The working hour summary report usually will have the monthly lateness, early leaving, and overtime work by the employees. This summary report is very much good enough to calculate the employees' overtime pay together with the salary. Fingerprint readers take impressions of the friction ridge of the skin underside of the tip of the fingers. Fingerprints are used to identify even the unique and different to everyone and do not change over time. The agent is transferred to the surface and leaves an impression, which form the fingerprint. Fingerprints are formed when the friction ridge of the skin come in contact with the surface that is receptive to a print by using an agent to form the print like perspiration, oil, ink, and grease.
And I'm Romnick M. Redovas. And we are the programmer. Features of biometric fingerprint scanners. Company rules, time management parameters can be easily customized on the device. Easily to manage employees, departments, and multiple shifts. Supportive leave management. Flexibility of reports generated by the software. Daily attendance, Easy-Basic report. Attendance general report, staff on duty, off-duty report, department attendance report, etc. Seamless integration with various accounting and payroll packages. Through the biometric fingerprints, it can detect identity of employee and specific time that employee logs in or out. The server can provide the attendance record of employee which it generates from the database. It has server that connects each department to access the attendance record of an employee. There will be a standard time that must be followed. Limitation. Only fingerprints are used to identify unique identity of the user. The main survey is exclusive for the HR department. There will be restrictions of other departments wants to access the records of attendance. It cannot be used by the other accessing the role. Biometric scanners are available to consumers for security and access control management. There have never been more accurate technologies as helpful to people in search of way to keep track of group activity as biometric time and attendance technology. We have been in search of a way to track the way groups of individuals spend their time in various capacities for age. And the ability to keep track of attendance has implication for the business sector, law enforcement, and government as well. Will be a big help for the user and beneficiaries of the said technology because it lessens the time and effort by doing the manual system of monitoring attendance. Likewise for the employees and for time in and time out. It gives accurate information with regard to the overall time work of an employee who identifies the specific employee and cannot be forged or taken by anyone. Implementing of biometric fingerprint scanner into attendance monitor system will give a big help to the beneficiaries of the company and also the company itself. For example, to have an authenticated registration of employees' attendance, and also it aims to have a more accurate time record of employees' attendance. And also the money invested in this project will have a payback which will lessen the time and effort being consumed or for checking the attendance record of employee that will be needed for the computation of salary. The process will be more cheap and easy, and also the payroll master can easily determine which employee is teaching and
Next will be the hardware and software that we'll be going to use for the system. For the hardware, we need for the monitor, CPU, biometric fingerprint. For the software, OS will be the Windows 7, Visual Basic.NET for the user interface, and then for the memory, we will need an upgraded memory. And then for the database, we will be going to use the MSQL 2005 server.
These are the budget categories for the project development with their estimated costs. First, project team compensation, 895,720.24. Second, hardware, 341,640.89. Third, software, 285,000. Fourth, testing, 232,258.18. Fifth, software packaging, 40,000. Sixth, training and support, 100,000. Seventh, team building activities, 50,000. Eighth, administration needs, 50,000. Ninth, transportation allowance, 100,000. 10th, marketing expense, 60,000. The last one is the reserves, which cost of 746,591.64. Summing up all the budget categories, we have a total cost of 2,901,190.95. On behalf of my colleagues, I am deeply extending my sincerest thanks, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys.